Hey everybody, this is the video walkthrough of the real Lite camper. You know, as I was telling you guys before, I bought this truck originally to put a much heavier camper on it, and it just, I did all the suspension upgrades and it just didn't feel right. So, I already had spent a bunch of money on upgrading and upfitting the truck, so it took a camper. So it would just, it just kind of made sense, especially since I had just sold that truck and camper on Cars and Bids earlier this year. It just made sense for me to buy an affordable camper and sell it as a package. What was kind of a cool surprise was this real Lite camper. There's not that much information about them out there. A lot of people remember them. This is they still make this real Lite, through mergers and acquisitions. I think Palomino makes something called a real Lite camper, but it's just nothing like this. This is made in Michigan. It's a 1991 model. And though I don't really 100% know the, kind of what it means, this is made of fiber core. So it's kind of a little bit of a different material. It's, known to be kind of a quirky but well-built camper. Obviously, it's been fully inspected, fully operational. I was told by the previous owner that, I can tell that the fridge is newer, and I've ran all the appliances and everything to make sure they work. There's a few little clues that tell me that this was a well taken care of camper, other than the fact that it's still together after 35 years. But when I look at this is called a Lippert Wastemaster system. It's just like an extra fancy dump sewage system. So I bought it from the guy who bought it from the original owner. So the guy had it a few years and definitely took great care of it. And just little things like this, so he custom made, I don't even know if I have it still, but he custom made a bracket to reinforce the this table. And he custom cut a little piece of wood to make it a perfect bed, and then he kind of customized this table to slide in and out of your way. Everything works on this little thing. All appliances work. I'm not sure if I have this on. I can hear it running, but I did notice that the tanks are brand new, and so are the a lot of hoses. So this thing has been used. Oh yeah, something I was really proud of, and kind of the real tragedy here is that I have an Arctic Fox, so I have a really nice camper that I bought, and I kind of feel a little bit of remorse that I'm not gonna get to know this one. But it's I bought it just to sell it with the truck, and the more I get to know it, the more I wish I got to know it better. But it's got that 270 canopy or 270 awning by a company called the Bush Company, I believe. They're out of Australia, and they're more overlanding type company. But in the RV world, it kind of blows a lot of our minds, the fact that you can build something this sturdy. It's stainless steel, and the bag, it comes in a bag which is nice and oversized. And I'm a pretty short guy, and I can get it open by standing either in the bumper or for the extra hard stuff right there. So I'm sure most people will have an easy time getting it open. It's the simple stuff. No air conditioning on this unit. Oh yeah. Battery disconnect. It's got at least 100 watts of solar controller. A 12-volt setup right there. You can hook up some appliances. And the emergency hatch, which I always appreciate. In case you have a Starlink gives you that access to your roof. And you know, if it gets really kind of hard to close that bag, I can always have this option to kind of come up here and cheat. But I mean, that's pretty much all there is to her. I did notice that it has a Sirius XM antenna up there and some kind of stereo here that, you know, I didn't even bother to mess with. But when you look at all the places like where it would show if it's have any water intrusion, you know, all it really shows is that it's got seemingly the 35-year-old valences and you know, curtains in there. But anyway, that's enough out of me. Just kind of been a light walkthrough of this thing. If you want to see anything else, let me know. We do have a little rack right here that just kind of goes into the hitch. Got the Ryco Titan manual jacks, but newer. And I couldn't really tell what he meant, but he was telling me that the previous owner had like put these on there, and that he had been some kind of engineer, had one of the big Boeing in Seattle, and you know, I couldn't really tell if this is good. I'm not a welder, so, but you know, somebody took great care of this, and yeah, this is your about 20. It's in there, 20 feet of cord. This is access to your plumbing behind your sink, furnace, water here. We got that started, and all the windows. I think I already showed that they open. The louve windows, and yeah, I mean, I love the color scheme, and you know, I'll be honest, like I think that this camper would look awesome on a maroon truck. I just kind of didn't have a chance to pick and choose. And anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, let me know.